Joining forces to achieve SDG15 event was organized by FAO, UNDP, FCPF World Bank, UNEP, and the UNREDD program.
Deforestation and forest degradation account for about 10% of global greenhouse gas emission. Countries are already making headway, especially to the reduced emissions from deforestation and forest degradation mechanism, the REDD+, and also by tackling the nexus between agriculture and forestry in an integrated manner.
In the Paris Agreement, as well as in the SDGs, there is very strong language on forests. And we're seeing other countries also engaging more. It's actually something that can be done, but we need more commitments to do more.
We have the Paris Agreement. It requires everybody going together. It requires that we join forces and that we continue to complete the marathon that we started. We have 1 mile to go to complete it, and that mile we should do it together.
The discussion around finance was underscored that without development finance, it'll be very difficult to spend climate finance effectively, and REDD+ is one of the catalysts to make that connection. An increasing number of forest countries are coming forward with financing strategies for large-scale forest and landscape programs. Ghana is developing a forest-related program in its cocoa forest mosaic landscape, which targets the Brong Afara and the western region of the country. And this is significant for forest value because the deforestation rate is very high, but also for cocoa production. And through these integrated investments and capacity development, we can address growth in an area that covers 5.9 million hectares and can significantly reduce emissions, but also expand cocoa production and reduce illegal logging in forest areas.
In order to realize the full contributions of forests to sustainable development, we need this coalition to work effectively. So we need governments at both sides of the spectrum. We need governors and mayors, we need civil society, we need multilateral organizations working together.
Participants discussed how REDD+, local community actions, and the involvement of the private sector can contribute to delivering on climate objectives and SDGs and catalyze forest funding.
We started already since 2009. So there has been a lot of work being done in this REDD+. We developed regulation as well as working in the field with the communities. Say for example in the social forestry. For this land use concern, let's say we develop social forestry. That means we give access the forestry for the people, for the farmers, for agro-forestry. That means also for food provision.
What we are doing as indigenous peoples, it's our home. So we are not asking permission or asking legislation to protect it. It's our duty because it's our food. That's what we are doing, and that's what we know better to do, to protect this forest, because this is our generation. So that's what we are doing at home. So we are not waiting to anyone to tell us what we do. What we are asking is the support, respect of what we are doing, promoting what we are doing.
So how can they help you to do it better?
To help us to do it better, it's how they can give us the space into the decision making.
2 years from now, in 2018, parties will take stock of their efforts towards achieving the Paris Agreement goals. We have to quickly accelerate actions on a very large scale at institutional level and, of course, on the ground.
About 1/3 of the solution to climate change lies in forests. There's no way we'll be able to get anywhere near the 2-degree target if we don't protect the world's forests. So therefore there's a need for massive investments in support of protecting and restoring forests.